Nvidia, officially the first company, hit a $5 trillion market cap. The rally in shares after a slate of reveals at its GTC event and on optimism for its Blackwell sales to China, or potential sales. For more, let's bring in Doug Clinton, Intelligent Alpha founder and CEO. Doug, it's great to see you as always. What do you make of this latest leg up in Nvidia at a time where there are all these questions about an AI bubble? And here comes Nvidia like, well, let's take another leg up here.
That's usually how it happens, Julie, as funny as that is to say. When everybody starts talking about, hey, are we in a bubble? I think counterintuitively, markets usually do the things that people don't expect, and that is they just keep going up, and Nvidia is leading the charge. I think that what we're seeing with Nvidia is the reality that none of the hyperscalers are going to stop spending on CapEx, building out the AI infrastructure that we've seen over the past year plus now. And I think that that's just being factored into Nvidia. The reality is that numbers will probably continue to go up from Nvidia. There's this catalyst maybe with China. Maybe China gets opened up for Blackwell, and that could be additional upside, but it just feels like all things are kind of going right for Nvidia right now and the AI trade more broadly.
I mean, the Blackwell question is indeed a maybe right now. We don't know if China and the U.S. are going to come to an agreement on that. So how pivotal is Nvidia? How pivotal is that for Nvidia? I mean, the shares had already been pushing up towards a record even without that news.
I think that it's probably not fully priced in. I mean, if I had to put odds on Blackwell, just the full out, the GB200, I think President Trump called it the super duper chip, kind of the high end chip. I think it's probably 10 to 20% that gets fully opened up at this point. And so if we did see that happen, I would imagine that Nvidia stock would probably go even higher. In the nearer term, though, this week, we will have earnings from several of the hyperscalers, and I think we're going to hear continued commentary around them not slowing down in terms of their infrastructure builds. And maybe that's sort of what the market is pricing in now, just getting a little bit ahead of that positive commentary.
Do you think that there will be any acceleration in spend from here? Or do you think it's more of, I mean, they're already huge numbers, to be fair, but do you think that it's a matter of maintaining that pace of spending?
I think some of the numbers are actually probably too low. If you look at the street CapEx numbers for Google and Amazon in particular, the street's at 12 and 9% for next year. And to put that into context, Meta, the street's expecting about 40%. So I think something has to give, and my gut is we'll probably see Google and Amazon talking about continuing to spend more. And I think those street numbers have to come up. It may not necessarily represent an acceleration, but I think it will represent a pretty strong continuation of what they've been doing.
Doug, what's also intriguing is the raft of partnerships that Nvidia announced during that Washington, D.C. GPT. I mean, everything from Uber to Lucid, we've got a list of some of them up on the screen here. Nokia, that was an interesting and surprising one. So there's the ecosystem continues to grow, right? Originally, we talked a lot about the circular economy with OpenAI at the center of that. And now you have all these other companies that aren't squarely in the AI business that are doing all of this. Does that mean that the potential for growth is expanding, or is it also that the potential for risk is expanding?
I think it's probably, Julia, an embrace of what these sorts of announcements, a partnership, does for stock prices. I mean, I think management teams are acutely aware of the reality that if you announce a deal with Nvidia or OpenAI, you're probably going to have a pretty good day.
With increased optimism surrounding the company's dominance in AI infrastructure, Nvidia's consensus analyst price target has increased from $218.51 to $225.50. This increase occurs as analysts take into account persistent macroeconomic and competitive risks, in addition to robust revenue momentum, successful platform launches, and strategic alliances. To find out how to stay on top of any future changes in the story of Nvidia's stock, stay tuned. Diverse viewpoints can be seen in recent analyst commentary on Nvidia. Some caution about valuation and competitive threats, while many highlight the company's solid fundamentals and long-term growth prospects. The main bullish and negative conclusions from top Wall Street firms are compiled below. Many companies are growing more confident about Nvidia's leadership in AI infrastructure and robust revenue momentum through extensive partnerships and platform launches, including Cantor Fitzgerald, which raised its price target to $300, KeyBank, which raised it to $250, Jefferies, which raised it to $220, and HSBC, which raised it to $320 with an upgrade to buy. Nvidia's multi-year revenue visibility is emphasized by a number of analysts, most notably those from Wolfe Research and Wells Fargo. Management points to a strong pipeline for the data center and enterprise businesses, as well as over $500 billion in combined Blackwell and Rubin demand through 2026. Superior execution, leadership in AI infrastructure, growing clientele, and the expansion of key product lines, like Blackwell and Rubin, are major factors contributing to the bullish mood. For instance, according to Cantor Fitzgerald, Nvidia is too inexpensive to ignore in relation to its potential for growth. Recent price target hikes from Mizuho, $205, Piper Sandler, $225, Oppenheimer, $225, Rosenblatt, $215, and Morgan Stanley, $210, highlight analysts' ongoing belief in Nvidia's dominant position in the data center and generative AI areas. The company's ability to continuously outperform competitors and hold on to its leadership in important markets, in spite of growing competition, is well acknowledged. The revenue and earnings projections for 2026 and 2027 continue to show significant upside for a number of companies. Recent supply chain inspections and faster shipments of Nvidia's GB product line are cited by certain analysts, including as Stifel and Baird, as concrete proof of ongoing demand. Many analysts, including D.A. Davidson, Goldman Sachs, and Citi price target, lowered to $200, advise caution despite the general optimism, pointing out that the current share price may already reflect a large portion of the positive outlook. Others criticize stretched valuation and high bar expectations. Citi forecasts a $12 billion GPU sales hit in 2026 and trims its price projection in response to expected headwinds, including Broadcom's increased competitiveness. D.A. Davidson highlights the risk involved with excessively long-term client commitments and significant capital expenditures, and he continues to voice worries about Nvidia's changing role as an investor of last resort in well-known alliances like OpenAI. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs observe conflicting responses to earnings, cautioning that strong guidance and near-term outcomes might be priced in, and that any sluggishness in product ramps or market demand might cause short-term turbulence. Some businesses, like Buffett and Wells Fargo, highlight how AMD and Broadcom are becoming more competitive, which might eventually put pressure on Nvidia's market share and profit margins. Although most street research is still optimistic about Nvidia's potential to dominate and grow in the AI ecosystem, certain concerns have been raised about pricing, execution risks, and the sustainability of competitive advantage. Investors seem to be striking a balance between their awareness of growing industry competition and scrutiny and their faith in Nvidia's development trajectory. The Magnificent Seven intend to invest tens of billions of dollars in data centers throughout the United States. By 2030, Nvidia anticipates that data center expenditures will total $4 trillion. The shares may reach new heights in 2026 since the stock is trading at a fair forward earnings multiple. As of this writing, your investment would have increased by 26,760% if you had purchased Nvidia stock 10 years prior. Even while it can be heartbreaking to think about what might have been, looking at the past is not how you make money in the stock market. When a company's stock is at all-time highs, there's only one question you need to ask. Does the company still have a significant enough possibility to continue increasing its revenue? Given the current state of the data center sector, Nvidia still has strong growth potential and the potential to provide investors with high returns. Although Nvidia is the market leader in data center chips, the main justification for purchasing the stock is that more funds are being allocated to new data center expansions. The construction of new data centers that are outfitted with Nvidia's graphics processing units, GPUs, for accelerated computing represents the beginning of a long-term shift. Even if Nvidia's own customers are creating their own chips for artificial intelligence, AI workloads due to the high demand for these chips, Nvidia is not being slowed down by this. Last quarter, its revenue increased 56% year-over-year. AI has a wide range of applications, which will help rival chip manufacturers like Nvidia. Significantly, Nvidia's addressable market is growing. In a number of U.S. states, more data center projects are beginning, which is just increasing the need for additional chips. Google, for instance, recently revealed intentions to spend $4 billion in Arkansas on a new data center and additional cloud infrastructure. Microsoft is investing $7 billion to construct 2 data centers in Wisconsin. With the exception of Nvidia, the Magnificent Seven together spent $312 billion on capital projects, including data center expenses, in the previous year. Nvidia will receive a sizable amount of future expenditures because its GPUs are installed in the innumerable rows of servers that make up these enormous facilities. By 2030, Nvidia expects to spend up to $4 trillion on data centers, but its stock is only 30 times the projected earnings for the following year. For a business that controls the majority of the data center semiconductor market and makes a substantial profit on each chip produced, this price is appealing. Over the course of the upcoming year and beyond, investors should anticipate a higher share price. One exciting new technology that has the potential to completely alter the world is artificial intelligence. AI stocks are being driven by Wall Street to the point where it appears that a bubble is forming. If you own Nvidia, the AI darling, you should be concerned about the lengthy history of financial bubbles. There are different stages to investment bubbles, and the final stage is the most agonizing. In fact, the euphoria can get so intense that a bubble might burst and perhaps bring down the entire market. It appears that Nvidia is the technology's poster child, suggesting that artificial intelligence, AI, is a developing bubble. Even if the AI bubble bursts, would Nvidia remain a solid investment? An investment bubble can be divided into 5 general phases. When the new technology emerged, it caused displacement, to use artificial intelligence as an example. AI-related equities have been experiencing a boom as investors swarm to purchase them, driving up their prices. The next stage is euphoria, at which time investors begin acting irrationally because they think stocks linked to artificial intelligence would only rise. Given the glaring indications that AI is at this point, it is worthwhile to halt for a moment. Open Door Technologies is one example. Not too long ago, it had ventured into penny stock territory. In order to comply with exchange listing regulations again, it was even compelled to arrange a reverse stock split. That is, until the company hired a new CEO who coincidentally mentioned adopting artificial intelligence, AI, to improve the fortunes of the house-flipping business. The stock soared solely on the incoming CEO's remarks, even though the company had not altered anything at all when he discussed deploying AI. When a bubble is in the euphoric stage, that is the kind of thing that occurs. The peak is the 4th stage of a bubble. Although it is difficult to predict when this will occur, it sounds like what it is. When stock prices hit a certain level, some investors begin to turn a profit, and others begin to wonder if the good times will last. The last stage of collapse frequently, though not always, follows that. At this point, stock prices plummet as the rest of the market follows the early money out the door. Since stage 4 is more of a point in time than a truly extended period of time, AI has not yet advanced to stages 4 and 5. With its highly sought-after advanced computer chips, Nvidia is at the forefront of the AI revolution. The brains behind AI are these. It might seem logical to assume that Nvidia can withstand the AI bubble popping because AI will always require powerful chips. It is unlikely. When bubbles occur, investors get so ecstatic that they are prepared to pay almost any price and purchase almost anything. Even so, one could argue that Nvidia's current valuation is reasonable, pointing out that the stock's price-to-earnings ratio is actually lower than its 5-year average. When the bubble bursts and the top is reached, that fact most likely won't matter. This is due to the fact that investors will sell anything associated with artificial intelligence in order to exit the investing subject during the collapse. The bubble is inflated by greed and deflated by fear. However, these feelings swing the pendulum to the extreme, as is so frequently the case on Wall Street. Additionally, even well-run companies lose a great deal of value, which can take decades to restore. Consider Cisco Systems as an illustration. At the turn of the century, the .com bubble crashed. The stock has yet to return to its peak valuation, some 25 years later. It is quite improbable that Nvidia will be able to escape the AI collapse that will occur when the bubble eventually bursts, even if it manages to avoid that result. In actuality, Wall Street will be fortunate to escape a severe and agonizing bear market given the growing significance of AI-related stocks to the overall market's performance. For example, Nvidia, Apple, and Microsoft account for 21% of the S&P 500. That only accounts for 3 of the index's roughly 500 stocks, all of which contain some sort of artificial intelligence component. On the other hand, technology makes up around 35% of assets. Nvidia is unlikely to escape the agony if AI takes a bad turn, and a bear market is very likely to occur as well. The main issue here is that it is impossible to predict when the AI bubble will pop. Bubbles tend to persist longer than you think they will. Taking some money off the table by selling a piece of your stake would be the wisest course of action if you own Nvidia and have significant profits in the stock. In this manner, you can lock in some profits while still having the chance to profit if the stock continues to rise. Just be ready for the bubble to burst, which might happen very swiftly and at any time. The king of AI dealmaking was OpenAI. However, Nvidia is attempting it. It was difficult to follow Nvidia's barrage of announcements at its tech conference this week in Washington, D.C., even for experts in the field. OpenAI emerged as the AI deal-making champion in the weeks preceding Nvidia's presentation, revealing agreements with several partners and causing a surge in stock prices for all parties. At the company's GTC presentation, however, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, unwilling to be outdone, dropped his own barrage of news that might move the market. Additionally, the deal offensive left heads spinning amid a week already packed with a Fed meeting and big tech's record-breaking earnings. That was probably the point. In collaboration with the U.S. Department of Energy, Nvidia announced plans to construct 7 new supercomputers, one of which will employ 10,000 Blackwell GPUs. With mass production beginning in 2027, Nvidia and Uber are collaborating to develop a fleet of self-driving cars with a target of roughly 100,000 autonomous vehicles. Additionally, Nvidia is investigating a robotaxi joint venture with Foxconn and Stellantis. Nvidia is working with Mercedes-Benz and Lucid on other automotive projects to provide cars with Level 4 autonomous driving capabilities. On their own, significant agreements with the U.S. government and the auto industry would pique investor interest and make analysts take notice. There's more, though. Additionally, Nvidia announced that it is collaborating with Nokia to advance the development of 6G wireless technologies. Following the announcement of the purchase, which also provides Nvidia an approximately 3% ownership in Nokia, the telecom company's shares jumped more than 22%. And there's more. Why not extend the love of technology to other industries? Everyone can benefit from AI. Eli Lilly, LLY, a pharmaceutical company, is constructing an AI supercomputer that will use over 1,000 Blackwell Ultra GPUs. According to Nvidia, the collaboration will speed up drug discovery and facilitate large-scale advances in molecular design, genomics, and personalized medicine. Yes, there are a lot of bargains if that seems like a lot to you. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.